Well, hello guys. Back on the 1990 the Ugly Duckling. I'm doing a steer up. I got the parts finally, and I'll show you how quickly it is to put it together. This is with the right parts. On my previous video, I think I told you they put the somebody replaced the outer castings with these castings, made the elaborate thru-bolt like I showed you with the Home Depot carriage bolt and the flared copper tubing and steel pipe in the center. But I'm bringing it back to original. So I purchased a whole complete assembly, the center pivot, and the right proper brackets on eBay for $60. Here's the other piece I have. I took apart to put this one together. Now, if I would have bought the parts separate, it would have been over $100 and change. The castings, $60-something in bushings and hardware. Even the carriage bolt's like $30, $40. So here it is. I got the whole assembly for $60, so it was a pretty good hit. But the first thing I do is I put the outer piece in. The outer piece has the long bushing that slides over the carriage bolt. It also has the safety restraint and the tilt lock. So when you put it in the casting, like this goes right into here and locks. And this is right, this goes up, I believe. It was up. So I take one of these, there's two, goes in first. Then you slide one of these steel washers over the outer bushing that goes through the transom bracket. Kind of slide it in like that. Make sure this tilt stays in the casting the proper way. Now you go to the other side, do the same thing. You have another bushing with a flange and a steel washer. First the bushing, then the steel washer. I forgot this. It would help if I put the other one in too. So this one goes on the outside. See if I got this right. Yeah. I'm gonna put the bushing in first. Steel washer goes on the inboard side of the clamp. And then I slide it on like this. Mind you, you want to make sure that this piece here is locked in here, the tilt lock. And the safety restraint eyelet was straight up when I got it. I'm not sure if that's the position, but that's where it's going to go for now. Like, who uses the safety restraints anyway? And just tap it in gently while I'm holding the opposite side so the bushing don't fall out. Now I can put this screw in here. I spent about, I don't know, 40 minutes taking the other one apart. Getting these screws out was a nightmare. You know, the old salt water deal again. Heat, a lot of heat. Got the screws out with the impact driver. I had the whole assembly in a vise, so it was pretty easy to work on. And I used my impact driver and a lot of heat, and I got them out, and I ran a quarter 20 tap through it just to make sure, clean all the salt out of it. So all right, that's pretty much it. The only thing left is to hook up these pins for the tilt. Pretty much just like this. Put it in like that on one side. Put the nut on. The nut will draw the pin in. I had to initially smack them out. Because I sandblasted the brackets. I wanted to make sure that they were, bare metal and primed before I paint the motor. So I got this one started, I got the nut on there. Now I do the same thing on the opposite side. Bring up the slide so the shoulder goes inside on the inboard side towards the handle. Just make sure you get it through the slide here, which is pretty much obvious. Put the nut on, and the nut, again, the nut will draw it in tight. Cleaned all the salt out too once I took it apart just to make sure it goes together easy. Same thing on this side. This nut got a little gouged up, knocking it out. So. I'll have to come back into that. And then I put the nut. There's a washer on the nut that goes on the opposite side. Self-locking stainless steel hex nut. Missing a Zerk fitting. I gotta put a Zerk fitting in there. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. Again, I don't know why they changed it, why they put the other style on. Maybe one of my viewers says possibly they went to thru-bolt steering, and they might have taken it apart trying to put the tube in there, and so they just, whatever they had, they came up with. I wasn't really going to machine these. I was going to actually machine these out and kind of do a hack job, but I didn't want to do that. So for $60, like I said before, I got the whole assembly, and now it's, back to stock again. I still got to finish the tiller. I did strip the other side of the motor and started sanding the pan, but I've been involved with a little bit of a carpentry job right here, building a tree bench over this past week. So that's been keeping me off the outboards pretty much. And we had some rain. We had a few rainy days. But the motor's coming along. There's one more step done. Once I get the tiller finished, I actually have to buy parts for it. That's why it's not on. And get on the painting and sand it real good, clean it. I just found out that Home Depot has that new turbo Rust-Oleum paints now with the wide 10-inch fan, the enamel, which is fantastic. So I'm going to probably paint it with that. It's like $10 a can. I was watching guys on YouTube using that turbo Rust-Oleum. Unbelievable. The only thing is they, I think, only have it in white and black for now. So maybe down the road they'll have colors. But you know, Rust-Oleum's a pretty good paint for the money. You know, it's enamel, takes a good day or two to dry thoroughly. So you know it's going to stick good. You know, as long as you degrease it. But this is the little update on the 99, the 1990. So you take care. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one.